Hello, this is Bonsai here, and I had a lot of random matches and recordings of me using the Hyaku Shiki Type 100, and I just had so many video clips. There's just so many, and it was just so hard to choose from because there were just too many. A lot of them were matches, but the matches take like forever to add in here, and there's a limit that to add videos, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But hey, I really thought this freaking match was pretty damn cool with the Shiki. If anybody wants to see the other matches that I had with the videos, just post a comment. I do not mind. But I just feel like the Shiki, not too many people know how to use this mobile suit. And I remember when this mobile suit came out, it was kind of like a second thought on everybody's minds. Like, everybody was like, oh, a Shiki, it's not so good. We have to fight Mark IIs, we have to fight all sorts of mobile suits, some high tier mobile suits. And a lot of people just didn't like using the Shiki because it just gets smashed. Because when the Mark II came out, it was pretty damn crazy. Right over here, the guy right there, GPO2, he was able to catch my damn melee, and I was actually surprised he was able to do that. Which I give him some props, but this man is going to die soon. It was either me or him, and throughout this whole time I was trying to get to him, but he was just maneuvering in the most bulky way, and I was just like laughing. I just love how he was working it. It was pretty good. But yeah, like the Shiki, man, I just feel like it's something that's in my veins now. Like I'm just into using this freaking mobile suit. I love the challenge, I love using this thing compared to a lot of mobile suits because the color gold, kind of shines bright to my eyes. And there is this dude right here. Shout out for this guy Wing Zero. He's like the most ultimate repair fix-it Felix man ever. So I'd give him like good old 10 stars on his fridge, because why the hell not? But man, oh man, you know what I mean? This thing is rapid. It's so rapid. It's so goddamn quick, this mobile suit. But there are some pretty damn quick mobile suits, like the FB10B. That thing is insanely quick. And not too long ago, there was this Japanese player. He was able to beat me so many goddamn times with the FB10B, and I used an FB10B also, and he was far superior, and it was really cool. I was trying to master that mobile suit. It was pretty damn hard. Now at this moment I was like, I'm gonna try to take this base here and see if I can do some damage and get these guys off track. But the dude spawned here, and I'm just like, oh crap, that's not good. I wasn't sure what this man was planning to do, but I was able to slap that man to oblivion. And he spawned a Zong, so I want to kill these guys as quickly as possible because I just can't stand those mobile suits. And I'm just gonna have a big old debate about Zongs. Them Zongs are so, ugh, they're so, like, you you don't have to do anything. It does all the work for you, you know. But me, on the other hand, like, foo, I got options, you know. I got all sorts of ways to maneuver and get to a specific position with the Shiki. But it's the same thing with a lot of mobile suits. Basically, a lot of mobile suits have flaws, and if you can point out the flaw, then, you know, you specifically wouldn't want to use that mobile suit, which is completely understandable. Right there, I was able to do some freaking gunslinger shenanigan right there. And those gaplats, they are very dangerous. And when I mean very dangerous, they are probably one of the most best raids. Like, I'd give those 10 out of 10. I don't even have one of them. But if I had one of them, I would just completely abuse the gaplat. And the gaplat basically is, when you're doing a melee with the gaplat, no one can interrupt you. And when you're boosting with the gaplat, you have maneuver armor, so you just don't have to worry about a single shenanigan. Right here, I just had to kick that man, and as usual, people just love to use that shit on me. Because typical. It takes kind of no skill to use artillery and whatnot. But, those zongs, man. Like, I have a zong, and I don't want to use that thing. You know? It's kind of like a really crazy, ridiculous cheese mobile that I'm not kind of interested in. Now, the thing about the Shiki is that, you know, the hips of the Shiki. You can actually maneuver the hip, and you can... Alright, so how can I explain it? Alright, so you know how, like, the doors, they are closed, and then there are doors that are open. Basically, is that's the Shiki. Right now, what I'm doing right now is a open position. You see how I'm doing an open position? Now, if I would shift my body like a pencil, like a door, you know, like an open door, you are able to, whatchamacallit, not get shot as much. And you would have a slim chance of getting shot that way. And this match I was able to get first because, you know, I was capable of doing it. I did what it was supposed to do. The thing about what I said about the door and whatnot, you basically have your body shifted. And when you have your body shifted, you can make your mobile suit a little bit slimmer, so you can just dodge beams. As impossible as it sounds, you can actually dodge beams in like milliseconds, like really quick. And I think a lot of mobile suits, you're capable of doing it, but it really depends. For the Shiki's instances, it's hard to shoot the legs because the legs are really pencil goddamn thin. And the legs are pretty damn wide, so you can literally get away with walking maneuvers and moving maneuvers. Okay. Oh, this is the moment I just came in, and the first match that I had right there with that Shiki is like the day when I just started, and I just walked and I was able to get like first place just right off the bat because it's already used, like I already got used to it, you know. And clans, you know, I'm just only in it for the coins because, you know, gotta get those nice pulls, you know. Or you start sparkling like a crazy maniac once you get something really nice. Oh, and the whole reason why I have the intro like that is that I met the person from One Punch Man and also got autograph from him and also got an autograph for my sister on the side because I was able to meet Max Middleton and it was Saitama, the voice actor. And I was just like, hell yeah, I wouldn't mind autographs from him. I still have like autograph still kicking in my room and whatnot. It was a really cool day though. And that's the whole reason why I have the intro like that. I believe there's a teammate in my team that was gonna plan on using the Hyaku Shiki, but I don't know anybody who is as good as me in using the Hyaku Shiki. I haven't ran into anybody who is really good with the Hyaku Shiki. Majority of the time they would hesitate, like, I don't know, like, it's kind of weird. I think I have a match in this video where there's this really high tier player and I wasn't sure if it mentioned his name or whatnot, but I had to cut the clip short because lengths kind of pain in the ass, but you know, gotta do what you can to fit it all in. This time I'm using the Hyaku Shiki with the bazooka variant, and it does some pretty good quality work. And I think this is like a medium tier match. And the thing is that you wouldn't want to throw me in a B ranking, a C ranking, or a D ranking because I would just usually take advantage of the whole opportunity. Now over here, I'm just getting in here. But yeah, the intro is pretty cool. I've met a lot of famous people in my time. Over here. That's the cool thing. It's got this aerodynamic. Right over here, those GPO3s, they have a crazy, like, when I mean crazy, they have a crazy reach. And it's hard to visualize when they actually are going to attack. So, right over here, I thought my teammate behind me had the dude right behind me. That is what led that whole situation of me dying. But, you know, I do not mind that shenanigans. I just gotta come in with some rubberlicious techniques and some speed, and speed's the key. Speed is the thing. and I was using the I was using the goddamn freaking the Nemo 3 in a 1v1 situation, and it doesn't do good against generals or raids. And man, it is so hard to use because it's just such a slow mobile suit, and it just doesn't dodge roll, it doesn't do anything. And that's the sad thing about supports, and I really love supports, but it's just, I feel like supports just doesn't have something that would just make a complete difference. And supports just make me sad every single time. When I use a support, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm fucked, you know. If I miss, I miss. Right over here, I was able to get above this man, but I kind of dodged the GPO3, like I moved towards the side where he wouldn't attack me, because I'm just always keeping track of the map. And I was using the GPO2 as a shield also, because, you know, might as well use the allies' weaponry. You know, you can abuse the allies' weapon really good. You gotta take it back. You just gotta look at every single situation. That man, I believe he did a sorry, which I understand. When you see someone take a knee, that's like a sorry type of like sorry expression. And oof, that GPO3 kind of missed his opportunity. And I wanted to get in here and save my dude right there. But there was a man up here, and I was able to get into the action right here, which I was actually surprised that I was able to get the GPO3 on the side. It's pretty rare occasions though. Like, I always try to keep in track with the Hyaku Shiki's blade, because I believe it has like a backlash, but like a really nasty good backlash. And right there, goddamn freaking floating mechanic. They gotta really fix that thing, you know. I hope they do an update where it just completely like halts that. It'd be nice. And right there on that bridge has a good elevation where you can actually drift, and you can drift on a really specific angle if you have like a flight control program. And the flight control program does some pretty damn nasty work. Like right there. He was hoping to get me, but I was able to maneuver out that situation. I hope, like, they really fix that goddamn floating mechanic, because Jesus Christ, I look goddamn stupid. I look like the Float Master 2000. Right there, the support was able to tackle me with the little HP I had, which is good. He was able to pull it off. That's like the new brand spanking new Nemo also. But hey, you can't beat them all, right? So there's this number 4 over there, and he's dead. I was just like, alright, I'm gonna need to support number 1, because this is a really good combination. GPO2 and a Hyaku Shiki. These two can hold in line, and it's an MRS. So if you get right into the action, that is a good combination. You don't have to worry about a general pushing up. You don't have to worry about a support pushing up, because we both have a good combination. We can both take out whoever's in that criteria, you know what I mean? Which is pretty nice. Now right there, I absolutely didn't see that coming at all. And I don't mind surprise attacks. I love surprise attacks. That just keeps my mind a little bit more open for ideas and options. The reason why you're not getting so good in this game, if you're really having a hard time, is because you're probably watching the wrong videos. You know what I mean? But hey, so it's understandable to fall asleep on something. Now, I'm actually surprised I wasn't able to catch that, man, but I was able to do a little quick switch right there with a bazooka splashing the ground. That's what I love about the bazookas. You could do some crazy finishers, like when the opponent's next to you, you can also do an explosion to like a group of enemies. I love it. Now, this match was pretty damn interesting. Yo, I swear to God, every single time that I go to a 1v1 situation or match, everyone just uses a general, and it just kind of gets annoying over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's what a lot of A+ players do. When they use a goddamn like general, they just take advantage. They just like, oh, a raid? We're just gonna go rush this man and, you know, whip him. But that takes no skill. Now I'm just doing a good old fashioned like walking my dog right there. And he's using a Mark II. And I'm just like, oh shit, typical. Now I have to get really technical with these type of freaking people. And this is how it is for me in every single A+ freaking match with high tier freaking players, because every single time they be getting like the DJs, the Zetas, because they are all stuck up on one single mentality. And I know, you know, it's a disadvantage and advantage, but I kind of get bored of the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I could have came in here with a Mark II and would have destroyed this Mark II, you know? But I have to think really technical. Right there I wiggled my mobile suit good enough. Wiggling your mobile suit too much is not a good sign. Right here, I was actually able to get on top of that situation. And that's the thing about the Hyakushiki. It's got maneuver armor, it's got 2 dodge rolls, it's got a beam, it's got melee that's stupid quick. And I bet you for a guaranteed fact, someone's gonna be like, oh, I want the Shiki to get nerfed. Why the hell do you want to get the Shiki fucking nerfed? Like, come on. And if it gets freaking nerfed, like if this Shiki gets freaking nerfed, I will find another mobile suit and I will freaking abuse it. No matter what mobile suit I use, I'm going to use it to its freaking crazy potential. And if they nerf this mobile suit, I'm going to freaking find a mobile suit where it's just going to freaking, oh man, just smash everything in its goddamn freaking path. So please don't nerf this goddamn freaking mobile suit. Please, Gundam Battle Operations. But anyways, back to this fight. I guess we are just in a tie 1v1. Reason being 1v1 is because the melee and this disadvantage. And I swear to God, if this, alright, I'm gonna tell you something. If this was a if the Shiki was a general, imagine how powerful this thing would be. Imagine. Just imagine. Yeah. That's the thing. But man, oh man, what this thing, one weakness this mobile suit has is DJs and them Zetas. And those DJs are not a joke. They are really, really dangerous. They got a shotgun. I believe they have a beam naginata, maneuver armor, and some other crazy things that I do not know what it actually has, but they are really, really satisfying to use just looking at the players who use them. And that's the thing about, you know, the DJs. The DJs have a lot of HP, and only weakness in the DJ has is the fins, and the fins just stick out. You know, it just sticks out like a goddamn Eiffel Tower, and it's just it's an easy target. Just shoot the fins, and you should be good fighting the DJs. And the legs of the DJs are so goddamn thick. Like, goddamn, Bon Kui, those legs are thick, girl. You know, it's just like, holy crap. This Mark II thought I was going to approach him, so he splashed the ground in front of me, which was a good tactic, but you know. And that's the thing about the melee of the Mark II. You know, if you make one single mistake with the Shiki, the Mark II's melee can finish you so quick. And you know, if you had a choice between a what's that, Gobera Tetra or Gaplant, which one would you choose to fight a Mark II? I'd choose the Gaplant for sure, or I would choose a G3. The Gobera, it lacks so much. And I just want the Gobera to be so good. Like, I really want it to be so good. But it's not. You know, it's just right over here. This man, I'm not sure what this was. I think he was a A- player. The other one was like an A player. But he was using a DJ. And I fought some pretty good DJ A+ players, and the Shiki, it doesn't fight good against these type of mobile suits. It's really hard to fight one of these. But throughout this whole time, this man, he was using it pretty wrong. right there, I believe he didn't even scratch me once in a DJ. Yeah, like, man. I think a D plus player would have done better. But hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta maneuver in the right situations. It's like a crazy game of chess, but hardcore chess with robots. And to tell you the truth, when it comes to 1v1 situations against A plus players, I am absolutely like, they just tend to beat me. You know, like they would always beat me because they would always use general, which I understand. But when it comes to matches, I tend to beat them. You know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of ironic because, you know, they have an expertise in 1v1 situations in that field, and I have an expertise in matches. And in matches, I tend to have, like, I don't know, different way of thinking of matches. And the people who are in matches, they have a different way of thinking also. And what I would love is that, you know, I'd love to hear players when they give me something new. Like, I love it when someone gives some new information, because I suck it up like a good old-fashioned sponge. And, you know, info is really good, you know. Or like a new move, like if someone teaches me a really badass new move that I did not even know, man, I start bowing down to them, because, you know, this guy was teabag. He just like was doing a good old fashioned teabag right there, which is pretty damn funny. But, you know, when someone gives new info, man, I enjoy it. You know, I take up that whole situation. I'm like, alright, yo, teach me, you know, teach me this, teach me that. You know, that's what I'd always go, and I would fight A plus players. And I did that when I was D minus. You know, when I started D minus, I fought like A plus players, and the A plus players always fought me, and I'd always do like a new moves that they've never seen. Like, I swear to God, it's just in certain moments they're just like, oh shit, I want to stick around this match because I want to learn some new moves from this guy, and I want to put this in the other matches and their perspectives, and they start learning new things. But, you know, as I said, you know, you see how there's that little door type of thing that I was talking about? So like, I was on a closed door, and then I slid my body to, I believe, the right, and it made me really thin, so it was capable of making the opponent miss his shot. So if you look at the mini-map, you know, sometimes you would see me turn like awkwardly, like to like the left, or sometimes to the right. And like, the thing is that you can actually maneuver like away from beams, which is pretty damn legit. But the thing is about beams, you have to be really nice with using them. in long ranges, man, oh man, I love to just like dodge beams in long ranges because I can see that shot a mile away, you know. And shooting a beam in long range is not so easy. The thing about the Shiki is that I have to figure out how, and when I mean how, I have to figure out the distance between me and the opponent, because I don't want to shoot a shot that I know that I'm not going to connect. And the range in the beam in the Shiki is really bad. And I don't know, I just feel like it should have got like 400 range instead of like 350, because I feel like 350 is something really hard to play with. Not like the Gaplant, because the Gaplant's got some crazy beam range. You know, the thing about the Gaplant that's really good is it's a raid that can snipe. You know, like, what sort of raid do you know out there that can snipe as good as the Gaplant? And it can transform. It could transform and shoot. Now, this match was really good. I love fighting these type of players, always showing me something new all the time. Right here, I got stuck on this stupid floating mechanic every single time. And I believe this was a B+ player. And he did a really good job. He knows the reach of his beam. And I'm just like, oh shit, he mastered the reach of his beam sword. Nice. I'm still kind of struggling the reach of my sword in certain moments. Had either two choices, either run away or just stick around. So I had to run away. I had to take cover because I had to reload. And there's nothing wrong with running away when you're trying to reload. You do that in basically every single game. At this point, I know for a fact the beam gun is strong enough. And right here, I missed. I was like, oh crap. And he boosted. He tricked me. This man, the legend. I do not mind. He was really good. He was he did some really good low tier stuff right there. And those are some new, those are some new freaking moves. I learned something new from this fight. I learned that I needed to learn my reach in the Shiki on my sword and my beam. And what this man right here, he was able to, I don't know, he knows the reach of his melee, but he struggles in certain types of situations. Right there I went after him because, you know, legs. But what he basically did is, you know, when I missed, he knew I would go in for the melee, and he boosted from a long distance to catch my melee, which is pretty damn legit. And I struggle trying to do that to opponents, catching a melee in long distances. And what this player plays, he plays in a very, you see, he plays in a very long distance type of perspective. So I never played against a player with like a long distance type of perspective right there. And he was like doing some things that I've never seen before. like, I don't know, like the way he was moving his feet, like if you look at his feet, it was like, it's like he shifts left and then he shifts right, but he doesn't shift like normal people. You know, I was like, yo, what the? And I was like, holy crap, this guy's really good. But I know for a fact he's a low tier player. He's not like, I know for a fact he's not an A plus player. I know that he's not like an A player or B player. You know, he's got some spunk. I like that. I was able to catch him, and that was really good. But I'm just like, I was pretty damn impressed the way he was moving his mobile suit. It's like he steps forward, and then he steps on the left, and then he steps back to position. And it's weird. I don't know. Like, look at the way he walks. And he was turning around and he was spinning around trying to look for me, you know. But I didn't want to run away. I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna give this guy, you know, a chance. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I don't know why, but like his movement, he has some heavy dipping. Like, he dips his legs, but like he dips it and then he can move it back, and it's really cool. I really wanted to learn something new, and I was like, okay, I learned that distance, and then the boost distance, trying to catch an opponent from a boost distance, and the way he used his movement, I started to use it. You see, now I started to use sort of his way of movement. Right over here, I believe this was like a really, like, this was like an A plus player, and I was like, oh shit, you know, he was able to do some crazy shenanigans at first. I was like, oh crap, I think I finally met my match. He knows how to use the Shiki. But throughout this whole time, I kept on missing. And I was like, finally. And as you can see, like, you can see my Shiki's movement in the legs. It's almost as similar to the other guy, but far more different. At this point, I was like, alright, this is going to be a really good fight. But it actually turns out it was the other way around. And boom. And the thing about the assailant is that it's capable of making opponents slower. And what I did right there is that, you know, when you do a finisher, you can slide your camera behind you, and you can dodge roll in a circle. So like, you're literally rolling around your opponent. And it's good if there's a opponent right behind you and you're focused in an opponent in front of you, and you're doing a heavy, let's just say you're doing a heavy melee on the dude in front of you, and you just do a dodge roll that spins you around from the dude from the back, and you're able to do a melee in that situation, and that would throw off an opponent off guard, which I think I have only done that once. Right over here, I think he was trying to trick me, but I didn't want to let it happen. But yeah, like the dodge rolls, you can throw in some crazy, and when I mean crazy combos with dodge rolls, like you can throw a left and then a combo to the right. You could just do all sorts of things with the, oh man, like I love the dodge rolls. Like I love it when a mobile suit has two dodge rolls, you know. When a mobile suit has one dodge roll, it's really cool. You know, I love mobile suits with one dodge roll. But when you're a mobile suit with two dodge rolls, you can do some pretty damn versatile stuff. And at this point, I was like, oh man, I feel bad for this guy. But you know, this just shows like, when you master a mobile suit, you can literally stomp, like you can stomp a freaking high tier player who thinks that they are really good at like I don't know why he dodge rolled right there, and then he dodge rolled twice. He had frames, you know, like I guess he was kind of irritated right now. Yeah, it was pretty damn irritated. And right here, this is the door thing I was talking about. You see how like you know how you made your body thin right there? You are lesser of a target to hit, instead of having your wide body sticking out. Like showing your side to an opponent is also a really good option to use. And boom, I got options. I got speed. And the crazy thing is that this high tier player wasn't able to kill me once. And I've had something like this happen to me before. I remember when I was fighting a high tier player in a match, and it was kind of pretty damn annoying because I couldn't kill him once. And y'all take care. See y'all later.